Welcome to Mana Drain. This is episode 10. We made
Wow,
it to
double
10.
digits.
We made it
Is
to
it really
10.
9 though?
No, it's 10.
It's 10.
We skipped 6.
Yeah, we keep talking about it though.
It's 10.
Okay, it's 10. We're 10.
10/1 or /9. 10 ninths. 10 ninths. Anyway, we're here to talk about some Magic. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
Do we? Yeah, we do. I guess.
Like, you may be wondering why there is a pink flamingo in my basement.
More importantly, why do people have pink flamingos? Period.
Why are there pink flamingos?
Well, because flamingos are pink.
But no. What's the reason? Why do people have them in their yards?
Company. They're
What?
lonely.
It's really creepy. Ow. God. Anyway, well, if you hear rattling in the background, that would be the pink flamingo's brains.
No, I don't know what it is, but
Don't shake the baby.
I'm not shaking the baby. I'm shaking the
You were
flamingo.
just shaking it. Ow, right in the eye.
That's it, actually. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Anyway, we've derailed long enough. So we're going to talk about some of the new spoiled cards. We've got a new
Set.
or
Exciting.
series, I guess, or supplement products, I guess.
I don't know what to call them, but I'm excited about it.
Along the same lines of Modern Masters, but going to be Eternal Masters. So focusing on
The Eternal formats.
Eternal formats, Legacy, Vintage, and Command. They said Commander too, which is
Well, Commander's technically a legacy-esque set because I mean, pretty much anything is legal in it. I don't know. I'm excited and not excited at the same time. I looked at a little bit into it. So you can't have the reserve list. Nothing from the reserve list. So that
none of the dual lands.
yeah, no, none of the Big Ten. So. But maybe that's for the best. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Well, the one thing they do want to talk about,
Force of Will.
Force of Will. Pulling this up now. There, Force of Will was one of the. There's two cards that were spoiled. Was Force of Will at Mythic Rare.
Which I don't agree with. It was an uncommon and maybe rare at best, but you shouldn't jump all the way up to mythic rare with it. I just disagree.
And then Wasteland at Rare.
That one makes sense. that one makes sense. It's a good jump.
Because it was a uncommon.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was an uncommon.
Yeah.
That's how I have so many.
Seems a little OP.
I love Tempest. Tempest. It was a good time. Well, in Tempest there weren't a lot of non-basic lands that people cared about. I think there's Gemstone Mine, and if you were playing the type, was it type 2 or 1.5? I can't remember what it was at the time. There was the dual lands, but people weren't playing with that. I mean, Mono Red was kind of the thing. Mono Red killed everything, and then Mono Blue killed everything when Urza Saga came out. And it's just it was good times.
So those are the two. The card that I want to talk about that hasn't been announced but we know is coming is Mox Diamond.
Yeah, there's no way it's not.
Right.
It's the only Mox that's not on the reserve list, and that makes sense. I mean, you could do the Mox Opal, but that was recently printed anyways and reprinted again in Modern Masters, so you're not going to do that. You could do Crow Mox, but it's banned, so nobody's going to do that. Well, it's not banned in Eternal format, so this actually might be the only time they reprint it.
That's a possibility.
But Mox Diamond makes the most sense. It really does.
Especially now that the price has jumped way up.
Well, that again, that could be a lot of different things. I think the reason the prices jumped up is has a lot to do with the fact that there's so much graveyard stuff in the new set, the Return to Innistrad, essentially. What's it called?
Shadows over Innistrad.
Yeah, whatever. Return to Innistrad.
Battle for Innistrad.
Battle for Innistrad. Oath of Innistrad. Maybe that'd be a bad oath to have.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that oath.
No.
So Mox Diamond jumped up to $90 in the past 2 days.
That's amazing.
Which is
jump up.
awesome. I wish my two were in better condition, but
I wish my 10 were in perfect condition.
sorry, I'm not. How many Mox Diamonds were in your other your past set? Their collections.
My old collection, I had 5.
Oh, okay. So you got more now.
Yeah, I do have more now, but that's because I bought them when they were cheaper because they were in all my decks. So
It's a good card. It's a great card. It's the best card. My favorite card. Oh my god, that thing's creepy. So yeah, Force of Will. I like how they they reworded Force of Will. You see that? It's a little bit easier to understand
yeah,
now.
it was a necessity.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to that. But the cards that you want to see redone are not going to be in the set, and that's what's disappointing. Like Chains of Mephistopheles, that's not going to be done. Tabernacle might.
It's the same art.
Yeah, it is the same art.
I just
thought it
now
was
re-
Brainstorm.
I just now realized that. I thought, well, when you said brainstorm, oh yeah, it's brain. This
No,
is the
it's
kind
Force of
of
Will. Tabernacle is off the reserve list, so that would be good. I mean, it gives every creature an upkeep cost. What else? What else is I want it to be a thing, but it's not. There's no way they're gonna do it. Mana Drain.
Man,
There is probably the best counterspell ever created for Made in Legends. I counter your spell, and then during my next after my next turn starts during the main phase, I add that mana to my main phase or upkeep. I can't remember which, but Mana Drain was it basically stole the spell from the other person, and then you get the mana cost to use for yourself.
Now see, back when it was printed and there was mana burn, that would be considered a downside. But now without mana burn,
It was never a downside.
well, I mean, like if you didn't have anything in your hand, like you weren't gonna. I mean, I guess the card you draw.
Let's see.
I got it right here.
How do you? Did you get it?
Counter target spell at the beginning of your next main phase. Add X, which is color. Ooh, add X colorless. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's. I wonder if they're gonna, if they would fix that to be color. It is. Oh my god, it is fixed. It says the color. It's diamond.
No, there's no
Mana.
way.
It's diamond mana.
Wait a second. What's that symbol there?
What symbol? Vintage Masters. That's Magic Online.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't.
So yeah, you add colorless mana, actual colorless mana to your mana pool equal to that spell's converted mana cost.
I have been looking for this card for forever, and I can't find them. So I know I had them, and I don't know what happened to them. I'm really sad. But it was an uncommon, so
Yeah, it went from uncommon to rare to mythic rare.
see, and that's the proper steps in order of reprints. So I mean, it's whatever. I don't know.
Well, to be honest, I mean, look at
Force of Will's not gonna by
The only
by
reason-
printing it as a mythic. It's not gonna fix the cost of it. It's still gonna be ridiculously expensive. So
Right,
I
it's
mean,
gonna
it didn't
be-
help
it's-
Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf's been reprinted twice in Modern Masters, and all that did was raise the price.
right. Well, I mean, it's because raising it to mythic rare. All it does is make it harder to get. It doesn't fix the issue of there's
Yeah.
not enough in the marketplace or in the second market
Oh, I
to
really
get
want
it.
Mana Drain. I really, really want Mana Drain. I do.
So.
What else? What else was there in the? What is there anything you can think of that you would want in Eternal?
I mean, just a bunch of jank rares and things like that. I'd like a Sanger Vampire.
That's bad. Sanguine Vampire. Singer?
Sanger, the 4/4 flyer.
Yeah, Singer Vampire.
Oh, that was called Sanger.
I call
I
it
don't know,
Singer.
Singer. So anyway, that one, that's really
Possible.
Brainstorm.
I feel Brainstorm's going to be in
Brainstorm
it.
would be a good
I'm
I'm trying to think of ones that would the cards
Lightning
that
Bolt.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt would be good.
It's already been reprinted a couple times. So.
Right. I'm trying to think of like good cards that aren't like so broken that are on like banned or restricted or like.
Path to Exile would be a good one.
Yeah,
The Urza lands.
Urza land. Yeah,
Urza
there you
lands
go.
would be the three Urza lands. The only one you wouldn't be able to do is I'm losing my mind. Oh, Mishra's Factory.
Workshop.
Yeah, the workshop. There we go.
How do you spell Mistra?
Mish. All right.
There it is.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, there's Mistra's Factory.
Not the factory.
Not the workshop?
Yeah, the workshop. I think that's on the reserve list. I can't remember if it is or not. I thought I should have looked for it. I didn't look for it.
So this it's a land. It's a non-legendary land.
Right, and that's why I think it's not going to get printed.
Tap it. Add 3 colorless. Which has this one been updated too? Yep.
Yeah,
Add
it
3
has.
colorless mana to your mana pool. Spend this mana only cast artifact spells.
Well, I think they eroded everything.
Well, right. It's just trying to find out where it's being switched because it's not in costs, but it's in mana generated. I think is the way they broke it down.
Yeah.
So there's Mishra's Workshop. What else? What else would be a good one? I like the Urza's Land. I really like
Winter Orb.
Winter Orb would be hilarious.
And
So much hate.
it
That kind of
is-
brings me
it
to
is.
the.
I regret trading that to you because I covet my Winter Orbs. I'm surprised I haven't bought more.
Did I get that from you?
Yes.
I thought maybe I have. Do I have 2 then?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I know I had one before, but so now I have 2. I wonder what I'm doing with those. They're probably in my binder.
Oh well, I got you. Fact or fiction? Or no, not fact or fiction. What was it? Show and tell. Show and tell would be a good
Oh
one.
God, yes.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, there you go.
Sneak
Show
it-
and tell.
So I
sneak
mean, you got a
attack.
whole bunch of things from theirs is block.
I want. Oh, you know
A
what?
heart.
Actually, here's one thing that I was thinking about because I was listening to Mark Rosewater's podcast last week, I think it was, and he was talking about how there was the episode where he was talking about 2013, and he was talking specifically about Magic 2014 and the pushback they got from the slivers. And like the change in direction as far as the artwork goes, and the mechanics, how the mechanics were just yours and not everybody's. So he basically said that the mechanic is here to stay. Like the mechanic of the slivers is going to be your slivers and not theirs. That's not changing. But the artwork of the slivers, he confirmed that going forward we may see a change back to the old slivers.
The
So I-
insectile.
Yeah. So I'm wondering maybe we'll get some slivers in this Eternal format.
The only ones I can think of that would be useful is Muscle Sliver and Crystalline. Those are the only 2 that I could see reprint value. Nope, can't.
Why?
It's on the reserve list.
Oh,
It's on the reserve list. You can do Overlord. You can't do Queen
why not Queen?
because she died when Wrath was destroyed. Karn killed her by accident.
Damn it, Karn.
Well, he didn't know what he was doing.
Stupid robot.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. She you can't have her.
What about Scroll Rack?
Scroll Rack is a surprisingly, for all the time, it was banned for a while, but it's not on the reserve list.
I want Scroll Rack.
I want Scroll Rack too. Again, I've got a whole bunch of them, so
I'm just thinking of cards back when I first started playing. I was like, oh, that's an awesome card. This is so broken. I can sift through all my and I wasn't even using it like I wasn't even abusing it.
I think Curse Scroll would be more likely than Scroll Rack, though.
Oh, Jinxed Ring. Do you remember Jinxed Ring?
Yeah.
Jinxed Ring was so much fun.
Horn of Greed. Horn of Greed would be a good one.
Horn of Greed? What is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a couple of those.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card.
There's also Anka Mishra would be a good one. Dingus Egg would be a good one.
What's Dingus Egg?
You get 4 damage for a destroyed land. A land going to your graveyard.
Huh. That's interesting. Dang. That's been printed a lot.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's kind of a safe bet. I like Dingus Egg.
Anka
Anka Mishra would be good.
Hypnotic Spectre.
Hippie's been reprinted all over the place, but you're right. It would be good for an eternal form for a drafting format, anyways.
Yeah. And that's the one thing we don't know is if it's, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to.
It looks draftable.
It looks
It looks
draftable.
like from everything I've been reading, like people are saying it's a draft set, so just like Modern Masters. So it's going to be a pretty good mix. It's 249 cards, so that's a good size for a draft set,
And it's coming out in June.
which I am excited about because
That's-
then you can buy it to me for my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You better buy that for me for my birthday. I will accept no other gift.
Sure.
You don't mean that, jerk.
Hmm. Interesting. So it will also be releasing on Magic Online June 17th. It'll be available. Oh, it's only going to be available till July 6th
Yeah, it's limited release.
for $7 per pack. So the MSRP is $10 for print and $7 for.
So how much is
online.
that for 35 packs? Let's say it's a 35 pack set.
$350.
Oh,
Well,
screw that.
if you were to buy them separately,
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be a $200 box or $250. Well, how much is
There's still Modern Master boxes at the hobby shop.
Modern Masters? How much is Modern Masters?
The
going?
first one gets selling for more. Well, the first one was better.
Whoa, Modern
Yeah.
Masters box at Walmart for $475.
Why does Walmart even have one of those?
I don't know. What was it? Modern Masters 2015 is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. See.
Yeah, so Modern
It's
Masters
stayed the same
250 is still going
cost.
for about $200.
Can I open my box now? Or do I still have to wait?
So you can spend $249 and get a box of Modern Masters, or you can spend $149 and get the Tarmogoyf that you're looking for.
Yeah, but I pulled one, so screw it. I don't care. I won.
You did win. Didn't you also get a Dark Confidant
Yeah.
and what else?
I've got a Dark Confidant. I got Emrakul, Splinter Twin, which hey, that does me so much good now. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a foil Mox Opal.
That's right. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good box. So
I would say so.
I really want to see what's in the other one though. But
I don't know. I think you hit the jackpot with the first one. I feel like maybe you should sell the second one. Did you when you bought those? You bought those at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And then were they side by side?
Yeah.
So you should sell the second one. Sell the second one and buy a different one. You might have. I'm just saying, like the chances of having that kind of box with what you opened, because that was the box we drafted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, Font Mythos would be fun too.
Oh yeah,
four colors
the
artifact.
Howling Mind on crack.
Right. If at the beginning of each upkeep or at the beginning of each draw step, you draw 2 additional cards. Every
yeah,
player.
that was
so
disgusting.
That's fun. Anyway.
I don't think we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be a lot like the other one, where you're not gonna see things at a certain point. And I don't think we're gonna see anything that was printed post. I don't know, maybe 8th or 10th edition.
Okay, so if it qualifies for Modern Masters, it stays in Modern Masters.
See, that's what I'm thinking as we hear more. I bet you that's what it's gonna be like. Which would
You
be
can, the other thing you
kinda
could do,
neat.
you could look at Legacy decks, because that's probably something they'll be looking at too.
well, yeah, but a lot of things are in Legacy decks are banned. So, or they've been reprinted in Modern Masters. So
Anyway, all right, well,
that's
so
that.
That's that. Let's move on to talk about. Is there any Shadows of Innistrad? Let's talk about that.
I'm excited about
There-
werewolves. There's werewolves.
Werewolves are back.
And whatever this clue thing is, that sounds interesting.
Clue thing.
Yeah, some things create clue artifacts, and you can pay to and sacrifice the clue artifact and draw a card. So I'm kind of interested in that.
What? Where?
Yeah. Where is it? It's down a little bit. Pieces of the puzzle. There you go.
Where? Pieces of the puzzle.
No, it's not there. Which one is it? I was reading individual cards at work. They were doing a study guide.
Investigate.
Investigate.
There
yeah.
we go. So let's save this and put it up on the. This is
Investigate. Or no, expose evil.
Expose Evil. So, so what kind of evil are we going to be exposing?
I don't know, the evil kind.
The evil kind of evil?
Yeah, not the good kind of evil.
Boom. All right. So, Expose Evil is one color or one generic, one white, instant. Tap up to 2 target creatures. That by itself is badass. That's
Yeah, for two.
for
For
two
two, it's
at
not
instant.
bad. Yeah.
Go to attacks. Hold on a second. Tap that and that. Investigate. Put a colorless clue artifact token onto the battlefield with, quote, 2 generic. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw a card. So cycle. And that's all it is. It doesn't. It's not a creature.
But it's a field cycle.
Can you
It's a
can you
field
imagine? Hold on a second. So, in Estrad, we're gonna be making a whole bunch of artifacts,
cycle.
clues. So and this is gonna be with Battle for Zendikar. So what's the set after Innistrad if we're making all these clue tokens that are artifacts? Right,
I already thought about
Metalcraft
this.
coming back.
Well, it could be one of two things.
I mean, that's a long way down the line,
we
but
could
that's
be,
kind of
we could be fighting Phyrexia again. That's one way. You know, Phyrexian mana could come back. Yay.
Yay.
Or we could finally return to Dominaria. Artificers.
Mhm.
That'd be nice. The likelihood of that is incredibly
Would
low.
Urza be? Urza was an
Urza's
artificer.
dead.
Well, Urza, he could come back.
He's dead.
He could be come back. He could come
Do
back.
you know why he's dead? He's powering Karn.
Well, he could come back.
He's dead. He's inside of Karn.
So Karn could come back. Where's Karn at right now?
Running around messing up Phyrexians all over the place.
Well, maybe he should take a minute to stop and think about what he's doing, and bring back Urza. Stop being so selfish.
Urza's dead, buddy.
I don't want him to die.
He had his head cut off by Jared, and he became the battery for Karn to be a planeswalker.
That sounds bad. Anyway, so let's see here. So you talked about the spider thing. I don't want to bring it up because the picture is terrible.
Yeah,
The quality is really bad. Once we get the actual digital images, these look like someone took a picture of them in like a lighthouse or something like that. It's like super bright.
But it
lens
has
flare.
a cool ability where it can block up to 7 creatures, I think.
Yeah. It's got
an additional
reach.
7 creatures.
Yeah, so it's a green spider, 4 generic, 1 colorless, or 1 green, 2/5 with reach, and it can block an additional 7 creatures, so 1 for each leg.
Yeah.
Very flavorful.
I think that's really kind of cool. I would dare say it'd be neat if they reprinted Righteousness along with it, because to give it a +7/+7 with blocking, that would be really kind of cool.
Right. You also liked Invasive Surgery for 1 blue instant. You
I
can
do.
counter target
do.
sorcery spell.
Yeah.
And then it's got this neat ability word called Delirium,
Yeah.
which basically is as long as you have up to 4 or more types of cards
Yeah.
in your graveyard, so creature, instant, sorcery, planeswalker, or any combination of 4. It's
It's a lobotomy.
it's lobotomy. You search for the rest of those copies of that card.
Yeah, which I do care. I do like. Oh, no, that didn't work out. Other spoiler is the fact that there's a spoiler of the flip card, which has all the different things named on there. So let's see here. Looks like a couple of artifacts,
Yeah, it looks like you've got
a whole bunch of werewolves.
yeah.
Brawlers are back. Okay.
And you know what's good? All these creatures seem to there's one that's 5 mana. Everything else is like 2, 3, 3.
Makes the flips completely doable. I'm really glad. You know, I was a fan of the flip cards. Like I have a werewolf deck, and so I was a fan of them. And so when they brought back the flip when they made the flip planeswalkers, I was excited. And I hope going forward that when they introduce a planeswalker, that they'll have a flip version of them, because that's kind of like my hope here. But I don't know. Having werewolves back is really kind of cool, as well as flip artifacts. As if, oh god, wait, Chalice of whatchamacallit's not on there, is it?
Chalice of the Void
No.
or Chalice of Life.
Oh,
or
yeah, Chalice of Life.
Life
That's
and
not
Death.
in there, is it? Oh, thank God. So Chris isn't going to get that crap again.
What about do you remember? I can't remember what it was. It was a flip card from the original Innistrad block that started out as an artifact and flipped to an artifact creature. It was like a dagger. It was equipment.
Oh, it turned into a demon.
Yeah.
It turned into a demon. Something tooth, devil's tooth, or whatever. I don't know, something. But yeah, it turned into a 13/13 demon or something like that.
Yeah. Let's see here.
That's probably not in there.
Well, no, I know it's not. But what I'm thinking, it'd be artifact first.
What's interesting though is we haven't seen very many vampires.
This is true. I'm wondering.
And vampires are going to be what, red and black.
Yeah.
But you know, with the fact that Soren's a vampire and he's a planeswalker vampire, but I mean, and he's got white tendencies. I wonder if now after Avacyn's been released, we're gonna see more good vampires. That'd be kind of neat. Not exactly flavorful, but at least they don't sparkle.
That probably wasn't a good search.
Unless they're foil.
Artifact equipment modern. That's not going to be good. That's bull-
Wow.
That's
It's a legend.
let's go back. Was it legendary?
I think so. Oh, love of God. I bet you I can find it faster than you.
You could find it faster than me.
I don't know. I am excited and hesitant to really believe too much about Innistrad. Innistrad was such a powerful set that I just don't know. I don't know what I would be hoping. What do you?
I want Morbid to come back.
That'd be fun.
Although that could be something that they bring back in the second set.
Morbid could take because they could have that kill spell that gets rid of that would kill off Ulamog.
Oh yeah.
-13, -13. I can't
The
remember. what it's
tragic
called.
tragic
slip.
Yeah. Innistrad. Add. Take out modern. All right, I think I got it. I think. I mean. There it is.
Yep.
Something.
Turn into 13/13, basically super demon, whatever.
Right. So it's cost 7 to play. It's a legendary equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Yay! When it deals combat damage to a player, unattach Uberus, the bind blade, and transform it. Its equip cost is 1. The demon itself is flying, intimidate, and trample, because flying and trample need to go together. And whenever a player loses the game, put 13 +1/+1 counters on Withinger Unbound. Wanker Unbound. So that becomes a 26/26.
Well, it depends on how many people are playing.
Oh no. When a player loses the game, I'm putting 13 counters on it, whether it's 1v1 or whatever.
No, I mean, it depends on how many people leave. Like, if you've killed off 7 people, you do that 7 times.
Yeah, that. And that's whenever they lose the game. That doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill them.
No.
As long as they lose the game.
Yeah.
Sad face. So.
Put out that enchantment where it makes a copy of the creature attacking all opponents. There you go.
But then they all die, so then
You win.
you win. I win.
So who cares about anything else?
I win. All right. So let's switch gears, and you want to talk about the cursed and blessed?
Yes, Cursed and Blessed. So that's coming out here later this month, and I'm excited about it for only 2 reasons. When Innistrad first was out, I only was able to get a hold of 3 copies of Geist of St. Traft and 3 copies of Gravecrawler. Well, now I don't have to go and buy them individually. I can get them as part of the pack.
Whole thing.
Yeah. For probably less than I would have paid for both of them.
Geist of St. Traft is annoying.
No, it's not.
I just want to say that out loud.
You love it.
I've never played with it. I've
You've
only played
against it. Yeah.
And that's yours all the time.
I think I'm the only one who's ever played it against you.
It's generic white, blue, 2/2, hexproof, legendary creature, spirit cleric. That's it. That's all it does.
And it creates an angel when it attacks.
Yep. So when it attacks, it makes a 4/4 white angel with flying, tapped and attacking, and then you exile a token at the end of combat.
Mm-hmm.
So very flavorful, but just a pain in the ass to deal with.
I enjoy it.
I know you do. What was the other one that you were?
Gravecrawler.
Gravecrawler. That's the 1-drop 2/1 creature.
Yeah. Is it 2/1 or is it 2/2? I thought it was
2/1.
2/1. But it can come back. It's just a zombie.
Zombie, you can't block.
It's for my pestilence.
Oh, I didn't realize this. I thought it went back to your hand. You just can cast it
from the
your
graveyard.
graveyard. Doesn't come into play tapped, so you can just be like, oh, it doesn't have flash, so you can't do a response to blocking.
Right.
Now that would be broken. You can't get rid of it. It's not legendary, which is good. A legendary.
Yeah, but I've only got 3, so.
Okay.
Works
Sweet.
out.
Anything else you want to talk about with them? There's
No, that's pretty much all I'm looking forward to. There's nothing else in that pack that I care about.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cheaper just to buy those 2 cards, or is Geist really that expensive?
Maybe Geist isn't. I bet you it's come down in price.
I don't know. Feed Hunter's a fun card.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Anyway, Doom Traveler.
I love Doom Traveler, and I never got to play him as much as I wanted to because that's
Why
back
is there
when
only
we first
one
started.
in this deck? There's only one of in everything except for Elder.
That's how pre-made decks are.
I don't know. That seems kind of silly to me. Anyway, so let's talk some modern tournament. So they banned Splinter Twin and Summer Bloom, which pretty much paralyzed Amulet Bloom / Titan / I win on turn 2.
Well, it took away the fun of the Summer Bloom deck.
The fun of playing it, not watching it. Just watching it sucked horribly.
It was fun though. It was fun to play. It has made the deck easier to manage. I will say that though, because now you don't have to do all the super math. You just have when it goes off, which is it takes a little bit longer.
Right.
So replacing Summer Bloom is probably hard, and I don't know what anybody's thinking about for that. Probably most people aren't even doing anything at all. They probably just gave up and then looking at the next big thing.
So so this is kind of interesting. So the last Pro Tour was Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch,
Yeah.
which is they instead of doing the standard tournament, this is their 1 year or one modern tournament a year Pro Tour, and there are more Oath of the Gatewatch. Like most of these decks are
the whole thing was
it's just like standard except for the land base. I mean, even
Yeah.
some of the land is like like Shivan Reefs in standard, but I mean like most of they really, I mean. When they say Pro Tour, it's definitely promotional tour instead of professional tour. In the sense,
Yeah.
like this is like, they took out the two best decks in the format,
Yeah.
and hoping to diversify.
They didn't.
It
if,
didn't.
If anything, it just left a hole that only one thing could fill, and that's Eldrazi. Now, to be fair, there's lots of different ways to play an Eldrazi deck because they're colorless.
Right. Well, I mean
but all the decks did the same damn thing.
Right, the top, and well, yeah, exactly. The top 8 was 75. Well, it was all Eldrazi, and then two.
Affinity.
Was Affinity in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. It was 75%. 6 decks were Eldrazi, and the other 2 were
'Cause the
Affinity.
the Austrian
2
guy
Affinity,
and
yeah, there's the 2 Affinity decks, which they really.
Yeah, there you go.
they didn't really have much of a chance.
Are you kidding? The fact that they did as well as they did against them. I mean, Patrick Dickman did really good, I thought. I don't know.
But the Eldrazi decks, I mean, there's a ton of different ways you can build them. There was red, blue, or blue, red, straight colorless, which is awesome. Like that's kind of got me excited.
Oh yeah, Lewis Scott Fergus's one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight colorless, which, to be fair, it's got a little bit. I thought he had.
A little
He
bit.
has got Dismember in there.
Yeah.
But no black mana.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
the
yeah,
Urborg,
Urborg,
but I
yep.
mean, still, it's essentially just colorless. Because
Yeah.
nothing really required colored mana, and
Right.
that's the difference with his. Even Flock had almost the same exact set.
But the main thing was like the I guess first turn, second turn type of thing is
Yeah.
Eldrazi Mimics, which are 2 colorless or no 2 generic, 2 ones. And when when another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Eldrazi's base power and toughness match that creature's power and toughness.
But it wasn't the creature. I don't think it was the creature as much as the land base.
Right. So
it was the temple and the other one. What's the Eye of Ugin? Yeah.
So
Those are the two.
the Eye of Ugin is the best one. You play that, and then you can play all your mimics in your hand because the Eye of Ugin makes your colorless Eldrazi spells cost 2 less. So you can play your mimics for free.
Yeah.
And then turn 2, you can play your Eldrazi Temple, which taps for 2 colorless mana, and play like your Reality Smasher, or not Reality Smasher, Reality Smasher. So
and then attack for 10.
if you played 1 mimic,
True, but most people only ever played 1 mimic.
right.
I like the fact that Endless One finally got its day to shine with this deck. But I don't know. Banning Summer Bloom only really kind of hurt everything because I don't know.
I don't know how you. I don't know how you defeat this deck.
Without summer, like something like Summer Bloom, where you have the chance, not the reliable chance, but just the chance of going off.
Well,
early
right, and
on
it's not
up.
even like, and it's not even dealing with the deck itself. It's I'm gonna win a turn faster than you.
Yeah.
Like that's what their thing is. But I don't know how you beat this deck, in the sense that 8 of their mana produces 2 mana.
Right.
And you've got Eldrazi Mimic. You get 4 of those. You've got 4 endless ones, which you can play. Reality Smasher is going to cost you 1. Matter Reshaper is going to cost you 1.
The only thing I can think you could do is land destruction.
That's turn 4.
No. Whatchamacallit? Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, but you had.
And the Expurgate, or because I mean, if you let's say you don't go to Frank Lepore's list. What is that card called? There we go. In the sideboard, it's Surgical Extraction. So you use the Ghost Quarter to kill the land, and then use the Surgical Extraction to remove it from the game. That's about the best I can think of to do.
Oh, because it's a non-basic land.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then you can get rid of them.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I mean, you'd slow them down. You wouldn't cripple them though. That's the only thing. You need something that could cripple.
And the issue with that is he's got 2. I mean, you'd have to put 2 in your main board, 2 in your sideboard, and then you have to draw Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
So
you got 4.
You've got 4, but they have 8 2 mana per, at least 2 mana.
You don't care about the 2 mana producer. You care about the initially, anyways. You care about the one that just reduces and then gives them a chance to search, because you're basically playing an attrition game.
Right.
And I don't know. There's no right or wrong. I think you're right. I think this definitely is. We haven't gone to Friday Night Magic in a while, and I bet you this is all you see.
Yeah.
And I really don't feel like facing that, not with my Tooth and Nail deck the way it is. So I don't know.
I'd be interested to go. Maybe I'll go this week. I might go Friday, just to kind of see. I'm kind of curious.
Do you want to take the Flamingo?
I do not want to take the Flamingo.
Flamingo loves you.
But
Flamingo.
It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of good. I mean, there's a lot of
it's
awesome
the same
spells.
Shit.
Well, it's got some tailor. Each deck's tailored a little bit different.
True. But it all.
Did you see Simian Spirit Guides up to $10 now?
Oh well, that's fine. Finally.
But yeah, it's interesting to see what types of things happen when a banning happens. I wish they would unban something to kind of shake it up, but at this point, I don't know what. I mean, without.
Really, just unban all of it, because at this point, that would probably be the most terrifying thing for people.
Let's start over.
What do I do? I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna play Eldrazi and Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Which way do I go with it? Go ahead. Screw it. Let's make it super casual, fun times. Just unban everything. That will get rid of Legacy, because then they'll have anti cards. Haha. Anti.
Anyway, so I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all I got. Oh yeah, PAX.
Yay, PAX.
I got Jace.
We both have Jace.
Here, I get Jace.
No.
No, I want
I got
mine.
Jace.
I want mine.
All right, so we are going to
do our little
one,
draft
pick,
thing. Yeah,
pack
war.
one, pick one. So I will open this pack and draw my card, and then pass you the pack. And remember, you don't get to keep anything.
I don't agree to that.
So basically, we'll draft one card, pass the pack, and then draft our second card.
Oh, that's cute. Well, I've already picked mine.
Yeah.
So, I'll see you later.
No. I got mine. You put waste on top. I don't want to draft waste. And you left the freaking Eldrazi token in here. And you left land.
You told me I couldn't take anything. Oh. Yeah. Oof.
Right? It's a good pack.
Wow. What the hell did you pick? Screw it. I'm just gonna go for broke. One way or another, I'm gonna get
Alright.
something out of it.
So, what was your first pick?
First pick was Kozilek's Return.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That is a great pick.
It's a perfect wipe spell, and if I'm drafting in the current set, I can hopefully get some Devoid stuff. So yeah, I would take Kozilek's Return, not so much for the monetary aspects, but the fact that it hopefully will clear out the way. Hopefully.
And you can draft big Eldrazi spells to play it again.
Right. So-
Mine was not as good. I drafted Reckless Bushwhacker.
Oh, I like that one. That's
Yep.
actually pretty good. I can
It's-
see why you left the one you left then.
It was yeah. I was close. It was close. So he for 2 generic, 1 color or 1 red. It's a 2/1 Goblin ally.
Yeah.
So I can go to ally. He's got Surge, 1 generic, 1 red, and basically if he's the second spell that you've cast, you can cast him for a Surge spell. He has haste, and when he enters the battlefield, if you use his Surge cost, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn.
Yep.
So better kind of late game type of dealy, but. What was your second pick?
Oh, you know what it was. Oath of Nissa.
It's a great card.
How did you go with it? It fixes mana production,
It does a great job.
and
And it's green.
yeah, it's really good. I don't even care for its second ability. I care more. It's like Serm Visions. It's a green Serm Visions.
Mhm.
It's Greenman Visions.
Grima Visions.
Greenman Visions. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of hate on the card, and I love it. It works so well. Especially, I mean,
It-
in draft and
Yeah.
and sealed. I mean, you're gonna have a creature heavy deck anyway. You can pick up a creature, pick up a land. Chances of you picking up a Planeswalker are slim. You
I
never
like
know.
it.
It's a good card. I picked up Expedite.
I kind of agree. Yeah, that's a good option.
So 1 red, instant, target creature gains haste until end of turn. I get the draw card.
Yeah, I like hand
I'm-
traps.
Yep, me
Yeah.
too. I'm going aggro all the way. So
I'm winning control.
you you win based on your picks. Good job, GG.
There you go.
Thanks. This is a great Oath of Nissa. If only I had a Return of Kozilek to go with it. Man,
There is no Return of Kozilek.
what's it called?
Kozilek's Return.
Kozilek's Return.
Waste not, want not.
Tell you what, I'll give you that waste if you give me the Kozilek's Return.
You can have that waste. You can have it, and you can have it. Here, I'm gonna buy my own. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them.
I'll trade it to you.
Yeah, you say that about a lot of things, and you never end up trading in things to me nowadays.
I'll trade it to you.
Yeah, you said that before.
What kind of Eldrazi? I need some Eldrazi cards for my modern deck that I'm building.
Like what? Thought
Not
Not Seer?
Seer?
Yeah. Screw you. Screw you. I'll
I
buy
only
my,
need
I'll buy
3
my
more.
own.
Actually, I think I'm only going to put 2 in that deck.
Fuck, you suck. But thank you for the waste.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So that's our show, episode 10.
Yeah. Don't forget about Flamingi.
Flamingi.
Flamingi. Hazel named him Flamingi.
All right. Ooh, that was loud. We will be back. Not next week, but the first.
Is it the first that
the
will be?
first? Yep. the
March?
first
Okay.
of March. I guess our official start time now is 7 p.m. Sound good to you?
It seems like the way it's working out.
Sounds good to you. Sounds good to me.
Nothing
So-
in life sounds good to me.
So yeah, our tournament went pretty well.
Yeah, it did. I did horrible. Oh my god, I did really bad.
We can talk about that.
Joe did amazing.
I had a really good deck. I had a strong deck. A good Eldrazi.
He
deck.
pulled every Devoid Eldrazi spell that was of decent cost, and he was able to make almost a picture perfect Devoid deck.
Chris's deck was much better though. Like
Mm.
he had better creatures in his deck than I did.
He had good creature control.
Yeah. So we recorded the show, all the feature table matches. So we'll be doing some commentary maybe this weekend or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. And posting those on the YouTube page. The picture quality isn't quite where I want it, but it's better than the past. So we'll start here, and then the next one I think there's some equipment that I want to get to make it better. So anyway, so we'll talk about more about that on March 1st. You can watch us live at twitch.tv/BC Podcast.
Woo!
YouTube channel is youtube.com/72dpi online. And yeah, that's it. That thing is so scary. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.